Hey chocolate friends, Carla here with Opening Chocolate, and today I'm going to, this is one that has been requested of me to look into, Hip Chocolate. They're out of London, England. They are an offshoot of Love Cacao Ltd, which is, they brand themselves as a luxury chocolate brand out of England. They were started in 2015. Hip Chocolate was started in 2021 by this company as a plant-based alternative to regular chocolate. They have under 10 employees. It's a small company. HIP stands for Happiness in Plants, and all of their products in Hip Chocolate are plant-based. So Hip Chocolate was actually founded by James Cadbury, and yes, you recognize that name because he is the, let me get it right, great grandson, three greats, of John Cadbury, who was the founder of Cadbury's Chocolate. Fascinating history there. I recommend this book if you are interested in learning more about the history behind Cadbury Chocolate. So, James Cadbury, he was formerly in finance. He was a banker and analyst. He has an MSc in real estate and commercial property management. In 2019, he was on Dragon's Den, which is the overseas equivalent of Shark Tank if you're in the United States. And he actually got a deal, but he turned that down after filming and decided not to go with them. So their credo, I don't know what to call it, their motto, their mission is to what they call prioritize people and planet. So they use no dairy. They are wanting to minimize animal products in things consumed by humans. So oat milk, you've probably seen this chart before. I'll put it up here. Oat milk is one of the plant-based milks that has lesser impact. There are some of them that use a lot of water to create or a lot of wastewater. Oat milk is on the low end of that water usage. So not only is it not an animal product, but it's also low water usage to create. Oh, what else do I want to tell you? He's also founded another company, or he's co-founder of another company that recycles plastic bottles into bags. So when I looked into this company, they didn't reply to any of my emails. So I can't say for sure. Their webpage says that they work with a Colombian chocolate maker supplier. They use Colombian cacao. I have a good guess of who it is, but I can't say for sure, so I'm not going to say it on here. But they do say that their cocoa beans come from Colombia. So I have 2 bars from them. I'm going to flip the camera around, probably open both of them just because I'm curious, and we'll see what's inside. So let's flip the camera around and take a peek. All right, so here are the 2 bars. Let's take a look what they say on their bars. So they are clearly advertising they're plant-based, vegan-friendly, plastic-free. I think they use wood foil on the inside, but we'll find out when we open it. HIP stands for Happiness in Chocolate. Let's see what else. One of the things they said on their website was they wanted to use less sugar, more cacao in their ingredient list. So I'm curious to take a look at their ingredient list. So let's take a look here. Can you guys see that? Colombian chocolate. Okay, so if you don't know, ingredients are listed in their order of amount. So if it's listed first, it has the most. So here we have ingredient chocolate, but the first ingredient there is cane sugar. And then when we go through the end of that, there's the end of the parentheses, the next ingredient is cane sugar. So I'm feeling this has got a lot of sugar in it. Here it is again. We use less sugar, more cacao. Okay, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, here in the back he talks about again what I said about using less water. I don't know about the CO2, but less water than other plant-based milks. All right, so how's this one? Is it the same? This one might just have more sugar because of the caramel. Let's check this one. Again, first one is sugar. Yeah. So the first ingredient is still sugar. 41% cacao solids. Is that what this one said too? Yeah, 41% cacao solids. So kind of on the edge of a dark milk, but let's see how it goes. So it may look like plastic, but it's wood pulp. Okay. So that's interesting. So this, they say, is wood pulp. It's not the wood foil that I was expecting. So it looks like plastic, but it's actually compostable. Let's open this up. Okay, so here's the bar. How can I rearrange this? All right. So the bar does have, I don't know if you can see that on camera. It's gone a little bit out of temper somewhere. So it's got a little bit of a frosty appearance to it. It is a chocolate bar. Let's take a look. Otherwise, it looks like it's consistent size and particles. Let's listen for the snap. Decent snap. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna warm up the back with my thumb. That warms up the cocoa butter because it melts near body temperature. And I'll smell the aroma that's released and we'll give it a taste and we'll come back and let you know. All right, so when I taste this, it's definitely not what I would call a chocolate forward bar. And I was a little confused as to what's going on here because when I look at the ingredients, it says contains minimum 41% cocoa solids. But then I come up here and it says 22% cocoa mass. Cocoa butter. So I'm not sure if they're the other 19, whatever that math is, percent is coming from cocoa butter, but I wouldn't count that as, I don't know, cocoa mass. This is weird numbers to me. Anyway, this is not what I smell is vanilla. When I taste it, this is what sent me back to the ingredient list because when I taste, there's a strong oatmeal taste, but there was something else in there, like well, it was rice powder. That's what I was tasting. I was tasting rice. It tasted almost like a congee. It's rice and oat forward. A little bit of the maltiness from the oat milk. Definitely get the vanilla. Butter. Sugar is very sugar forward. It's a sweet bar. It's not a bitter bar. It's sweet. And it, yeah. I'm confused about the addition of rice powder. I'm not sure why that's in there. But yes, you definitely get the maltiness from the oat milk on this bar. So let's open this one. So since this is a caramel bar, I'm expecting this one to be even sweeter. Let's give it a try. So this one made it to me without getting cracked, but it looks like it's got the film on it again. So I don't know where that happened along the way. I purchased this at a specialty store in Arizona. I'm not sure if you can see this on camera, but there are these little like dark patches, which I'm going to assume is the salt. But I don't know what else it would be. Let's again check their ingredient list. Yeah, I'm thinking it's got to be the salt. All right, let's give it a taste. So I'm going to warm it up again and we'll taste it. All right, so for this one, in general, I prefer the flavor of this one over that one. This again sent me back to the ingredient list because the first thing I taste is like an artificial caramel flavor. And yep, sure enough, there it says natural caramel flavoring, but to me it has the artificial taste of caramel, not the natural browning of sugar. I like the salt inclusion. It is very, caramel is the forward taste that you get out of there. Caramel, vanilla. There's a little bit of the oat milk aftertaste in your mouth when it, and the cocoa, the same with this one, the same with the first one. I find that the cocoa comes at the end when it's left your mouth and it's kind of in the back of your throat. You kind of get a cocoa aftertaste. So they are vegan oat milk bars. I'm not sure that I would recommend these bars as one of my favorite vegan bars, but it is an option that is out there. So let's flip the camera and finish up. All right, so that was Hip Chocolate. They are based out of England. I don't see them around a lot in the United States. Like I said, I got these at a specialty food store in Arizona. So, I don't know. Their price is $3. I think 3 pounds a bar. I have no recollection of how much I paid for them. But even at 3 pounds, that's still kind of on the low end for fine quality chocolate. So, okay. All right, so that's Hip Chocolate. Based out of London. I haven't seen it around a lot in the United States. Again, I got these at a specialty shop in Arizona, a gourmet food store in Arizona called AJ's Fine Food. They advertise on their website of $3, not $3, 3 pounds per bar. Again, that price point does not seem to indicate fine quality chocolate. So, yeah, it is a vegan option out there, but me personally, I know of better vegan options that I would choose instead of these. So, that's Hip Chocolate. Have you tried it? Let me know. Does your opinion differ than mine? Do you have a favorite vegan chocolate? Leave me a note in the comments and I will respond. And thanks for watching, and I hope you will join me next time. Thanks, guys.